Pawan, can you listen? Pawan?
Yes, sir.
Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. The new concept in module 3 is refrigeration and air conditioning. Refrigeration and air conditioning. See, many of you have refrigerator and air conditioners in your house. Air conditioners and refrigerators in your house. All of you seen the refrigerator and air conditioner from outside. From outside. But what actually the things are present, what actually what are the things required for refrigeration and what are the things required for air conditioning. First, refrigeration. First, refrigeration and air conditioning. Introduction of refrigeration and air conditioning. So what is the necessity of using refrigeration and air conditioning? Nowadays, the refrigerator and air conditioner becomes a part of our life. Part of our life. So, for example, one thing, it is not natural. It is not natural. You can say this is artificial cooling. Artificial cooling. Rahul, tell me. Rahul? All of you listen here. If you have any doubt or any questions regarding EME or regarding refrigeration and air conditioning, I will give you 5 minutes time after this class. You can ask me question, Rahul. Now, the necessity of refrigeration and air conditioning. Say, the refrigeration and air conditioning is not a natural one. Say, we are providing refrigeration and air conditioning to the people or human being by using refrigerator and air conditioners. You can directly say this is artificial cooling. This is artificial cooling. What is the necessity of refrigerator? That is nothing but cooling of the cooling of preservation of the food items, milk, cool drinks, medicines, and in some of the cases, the refrigerator is particularly necessary in operation theaters and many places. In the same way, for example, in the operation theater or in our metrology lab or in computer center, we require the temperature 19 degrees centigrade, 19. So that you can provide by using air conditioner. So that is the introduction of a refrigerant air conditioning. That is the artificial cooling. That is nothing but artificial cooling. The very important thing for all the computer science and mechanical engineers, all of you heard cryogenics. What is cryogenics? Cryogenics is nothing but the concept used in assembling of satellite. Assembling of satellite. Say the satellite works in the temperature range of minus 30 degrees to maybe 47 degree centigrade. So the components which is used in the air conditioners, which is in the satellites, it should withstand the extreme low temperature and extreme high temperature. So for that reason, applications in cryogenics, that is the components used in satellite to withstand the extreme high temperature and extreme low temperature. So we can provide the artificial cooling by using refrigeration and air conditioning. Refrigeration and air conditioning. Next, come to the point how the refrigeration is defined. Refrigeration is defined. So that is nothing but extract the heat from the component, extract the heat from the system that is in low temperature condition. Extract the heat from the low temperature and transfer the heat to the high temperature continuously. Continuously. All of you seen in the refrigerator, if you keep anything inside the refrigerator, whichever the heat is present in that component, which is removed and transferred to the outside. Transferred to the outside. You can define like this. Refrigeration is defined as reducing the temperature of the system below that of the surroundings and maintains at the lower temperature by continuously abstracting the heat from the components, abstracting or extracting the heat continuously from the items which is placed inside the refrigerator, that is low temperature to the high temperature. Heat transfer takes place from low temperature to the high temperature. Next, come to the point, the principle of refrigeration. The principle of refrigeration. The heat is removed continuously from a system at a lower temperature and transfer it to the surrounding, that is the higher temperature. You can define or you can explain the principle of refrigeration like this: extracting the heat from the items continuously from the system, heat transfer the low temperature to the high temperature. That is nothing but the second law of thermodynamics. All of you studied the second law of thermodynamics. That is, the work is performed by the external work. The external work. The heat is transferred from lower temperature to the higher temperature by the application of external work. Therefore, the refrigerator is nothing but a component or the system which to transfer the heat from one system to the other system. One system to the other system. That is the lower temperature to the atmospheric temperature. Lower temperature to the atmospheric temperature. Once again, the principle of refrigeration, that is nothing but the heat is continuously removed from the system, that is lower temperature to the higher temperature. The heat transfer takes place from lower temperature to the higher temperature, and that is the atmospheric temperature. That is, the heat transfer takes place through the external work. Heat transfer takes place through the external work. This satisfies the second law of thermodynamics. All of you studied the thermodynamics, the laws of thermodynamics. The heat transfer takes place through external work. through external work. That is, the heat transfer takes place through the external work, which refrigeration, the principle of refrigeration satisfies the second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. All of you seen, all of you observed, all of you have experience of keeping food item or cool drinks or food items in the refrigerator, whichever the heat present in the food item or milk or food item which is extracted and place the food item or milk in a particular temperature for longer period, and due to that the food items do not decay. For that reason, in the food refrigerator at lower temperature would not decay. For that reason, we require refrigerator for keeping food items, cold drinks, milk, medicines, and other items. The principle of refrigeration is nothing but extracting the items kept in the refrigerator, heat to transfer the heat inside the system to the outside by heat transfer of the external work. That external work is nothing but that is the compressor which is placed inside the refrigerator that provides the system to extract the heat from the system and transfer it to the atmosphere. This is the principle of operation of refrigeration. Principle of operation of refrigeration, or you can say principle of refrigeration. This is the principle of refrigeration. Next, come to the point. Very, very important. All of you just write down the names of the refrigerant. Names of the refrigerant. Names of the refrigerant. In a refrigerator, you have a refrigerant which extract the heat from the items kept in the refrigerator. Remember, the refrigerant, the function of the refrigerant is to extract or remove the heat from the food items or the anything which you placed inside the refrigerator, which extract the heat continuously from the item which is placed inside the refrigerator. That is the refrigerant. All of you write down the refrigerant. So what is the function of refrigerant? Refrigerant continuously absorb the heat from the food item or medicines or milk or cool drinks which is placed inside the refrigerator. Continuously the heat transfer takes place from the refrigerator system to the atmosphere. The commonly used refrigerant are, write down all of you, ammonia, freon, 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 in bracket write down freon -12. It is called freon 12. Freon 12. Put a comma. Again write down freon 22. First ammonia. Next freon. In bracket write down freon 12 1 2. Freon, put a hyphen 1 2, comma freon 22. Remember, freon 12 is used in refrigerator and freon 22 used in air conditioner. Freon 22 is used in air conditioner. Next, write down methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. methyl chloride. Next, write down carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So these are the easily available and commonly used refrigerant in the refrigerator as well as in air conditioners. Remember, the function of the refrigerant is to that is nothing but the refrigerant continuously extract the heat from the system, that is inside the chamber of the refrigerator. Whichever the items kept inside the refrigerator chamber, the heat is present in the items, but which is continuously extracted by the refrigerant and which is rejected to the outside, which is rejected to the atmosphere or outside. That's the function of the refrigerator. Once again, all of you remember, this is very, very important for the examination point of view, as well as in the, if you appear for any competitive examination, you may have the question, what is the function of the refrigerant? The function of the refrigerant is to extract the heat continuously from the refrigerator chamber and transfer the same to the atmosphere or to the outside. The commonly used refrigerants are, please all of you note down, ammonia. First one ammonia, second one freon, F-R-E-O-N. So there will be two types of freon refrigerants are available. That is a freon 12 and freon 22. Freon 12 is used in refrigerator and freon 22 is used in air conditioner. Other types of refrigerants are also available in the market. That is methyl chloride and carbon dioxide. Remember, the function of the refrigerant is to, in refrigeration, is extract the heat continuously from the refrigerator chamber and same time transfer the heat which is extracted from the refrigerator chamber to the outside, to the atmosphere. That is the function of the refrigerant. And the commonly available refrigerants are ammonia, freon 12, freon 22, methyl chloride, carbon dioxide. Say the refrigeration concepts. Go through the concepts of refrigeration one by one. First one, that is the principle of refrigeration is based on the following four concepts. First one, see all of you observe here, the heat flows from lower temperature zone to the higher temperature zone. The heat transfer takes place from lower temperature to the higher temperature. That is nothing but the heat flows from a higher temperature zone to the lower temperature. See, that is the fluids. In the second concept, you have a word fluids. It is not the fluid, it is the refrigerant. That refrigerant is used in the refrigerator, which absorbs the heat, that is the refrigerant is in vapor state. If the change of state takes place from vapor to the liquid, vapor phase to the liquid phase by transferring the heat to the outside. To the outside. Afterwards, that is the whichever the temperature and pressure inside the refrigerator, which is increased and expanded. The temperature of the refrigerant and the pressure inside the refrigerator increases, and sometimes the temperature increases to saturation corresponding to the increased pressure. See, due to expansion and compression of the refrigerant, the change of phase takes place from liquid phase to the vapor, vapor phase to the liquid. That is called as condensation. That is condensation. This condensation takes place in the refrigerator. There will be a component which is called condenser, which condenses the refrigerant, which condenses the refrigerant. That is nothing but the expansion and compression of the refrigerant takes place. That is nothing but the heat, that is the temperature increases, lowers, increases inside the chamber, increases and decreases. And in the backside of the refrigerator, there will be a few tubes are present that you can say evaporation tubes. Evaporation tubes. Their expansion of the refrigerant takes place. Due to that, pressure decreases. In the meantime, inside the refrigerator, after the compressor, the pressure of the refrigerant and the temperature increases and decreases in the expansion unit. Due to that, a heat present in the chamber, which is extracted and which is transferred to the outside. That is nothing but the fourth concept all of you observe here. The heat can flow from a system at low temperature to the higher temperature, lower temperature to the higher temperature. You know that the general concept, the temperature inside the chamber is less and outside the chamber is high. All of you know that temperature outside the refrigerator is high and the temperature inside the refrigerator is low. The heat transfer takes place from lower temperature to the higher temperature. This is the concept of refrigeration. This is the concept of refrigeration. All of you write down very important parts of the refrigerator. All of you write down the parts of the refrigerator. Parts of the refrigerator. Mark it very important. Almost all question paper you have this question. Explain briefly with the neat sketch the parts of the refrigerator. Parts of the refrigerator. All of you observe here the main parts of the refrigerator. Number one, evaporator. Number one, evaporator. Number two, condenser. Number two, condenser. Number three, circulation system. Number three, circulation system. Next, number four, expansion device. Expansion device. Expansion device. All of you write down the, otherwise you write down the question, explain briefly with the neat sketch the parts of the refrigerator. Write down one by one. Number one, evaporator. Number two, condenser. Number three, circulating system. Number 3, circulating system. Number 4, expansion device. Say one by one the function of evaporator. The name itself indicates evaporation of the refrigerant. The backside of the refrigerator, you have the evaporator that is placed the backside of the refrigerator, where the high pressure refrigerant which is made to evaporate, that is the function of the evaporator. And next come to the point, the evaporated dry freon which is come to the compressor or pump. All of you observe here the freon which is evaporated in the backside of the refrigerator, which is come to the compressor or pump. So here the refrigerant is compressed. Remember, the function of the compressor is to compress the freon 12 which is coming from the evaporator and which is fed to the condenser, The function of the condenser is to, which is where the heat carried by the refrigerant which is removed in the condenser. The name itself indicates the condense of the refrigerant. That is, condensation takes place in the condenser of the condensation takes place, and the refrigerant is condensed in the condenser. That is, the function of the condenser is to extract the heat from the refrigerant and make the heat transfer to the lower temperature to the higher temperature. Here, the pressure of the freon 12, that is the refrigerant, is increased. That is the pressure of the freon, that is the refrigerant, is increased. And whichever the condensed refrigerant is fed to the expansion device. All of you see in the backside of the refrigerator, there will be tubes are present. Which are connected in series. Tubes are present. That is nothing but the expansion device where the heat extracted from the refrigerant is transferred to the surrounding. In the expansion device. The name itself indicates the high compressed refrigerant which is expanded in the expansion device. Due to that, whichever the heat carried by the refrigerant which is transferred to the outside, in the expansion device. Again, the expanded or the free freon again fed to the evaporator. The function of the evaporator is to evaporate the expanded freon or expanded refrigerant in the evaporator. So this is the function of the evaporator. So all of you mark it. This is very, very important. That is the parts of the refrigerator. Say, all of you observe here. In front of the evaporator, condenser is fixed in the refrigerator. Again, the opposite to the condenser, there will be the evaporator. The function of the condenser and the evaporator are opposite to each other. Remember, opposite to each other. The condenser, the pressure increases and the evaporator pressure is released from the refrigerant. So this is opposite function. In condenser, pressure of the refrigerant is increased by compression, that is removed or increased, that is the expanded, and release the heat to the surrounding to the evaporator, and the expansion of the refrigerant takes place. So for that reason, opposite to the condenser, there will be a evaporator, or you can define like this: opposite to the evaporator, there will be a condenser. The function of the evaporator and condenser are opposite to each other. In condenser, condensation takes place. In evaporator, evaporation of the refrigerant takes place. This much is enough for you, this class. And now I make unmute to all. Rahul, you have any question? Rahul?
No, sir.
Okay.
Question, sir.
Harshita, can you listen? Harshita, can you listen? Lakshmi, can you listen?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any ambiguity regarding refrigerant, refrigeration, and concept of refrigeration? Hello,
No, sir.
Lakshmi. Okay.
No.
Now, I stop at this stage. I will continue in the next class.